Hello. Welcome back to the Trench Talk podcast. Tonight we are trying out a new segment called Sam Spotlight, where each week of the college football season, I will focus on one offensive or defensive lineman and give them the spotlight that they have earned. My first selection is one of my favorite offensive linemen in all of college football, Billy Honaker of the Navy Midshipmen. He's the team captain for this team. He's 6'3", 280. He's from Texas, plays right tackle, and wears number 71. Most teams' most important position on the offensive line is the left tackle to protect the quarterback's blind side when he drops back to pass. However, that's not how Navy plays football. They are downhill for 4 straight quarters running the option offense, so they try to focus on running the ball to the right side of the field so it's easier for the quarterback to pitch. He started all 13 games last year for Navy, who, in my opinion, had their best offensive season of all time, whereas they set the school record for rushing yards per game, rushing yards in a season, rushing yards per attempt, total offensive yards per game, and they tied the single season record for yards per attempt. And he was named a second team American Conference selection. Now, many people tell you they enjoyed this success due to Malcolm Perry, but the offensive line is the motor that makes this midshipman football team run. And Billy Honaker is the heart of that offensive line. Billy, in my opinion, is the best right tackle in all of the American Conference. As an offensive lineman, we play for our teammates. You have to be selfless to play this position. And when you hear what teammates say about Honaker, you realize not only what type of player he is, but the type of man and leader he is. Ford Higgins, who played center last year for Navy and is now a GA for the football team, he says, Billy is a hard-charging, hard-nosed guy who plays with great effort on every snap. Higgins adds, if you're in a dark alley, you want Billy by your side. He is exactly what we need on our offensive line. He's consistent every day. Last year, he was nonstop until the whistle blew or Malcolm was in the end zone. There is a reason people listen to him and follow him. Now, that is exactly the type of leader you want on your offensive line, especially out of a senior, a guy who's nonstop in the way he plays the game, but is also incredibly physical, looking to finish guys to the ground. Senior guard Sam Ratty says, he is the same Billy every day with the same mindset and high motor. People just look to him when he steps into a room. I think he was born with leadership qualities. And that also shows that he's a great leader, but he's a consistent leader. He's not only a leader when things are going well for this team, but if they need a pick-me-up, Billy Honaker is a guy they can really lean on and expect to really get that offense rolling. You also learn a lot about a lot about him by the high standard he holds himself to and his teammates to. Last year, when he was asked about his breakout season, he does not brag or have an ego. Instead, he'll be hard on himself and talk about what he needs to improve on so the team can have greater success. Then he talks about his role on the team, not just as the team captain and the lone captain on offense, but as an offensive lineman. My job on the offensive line and as captain is to share my experiences as much as possible with the guys. I want to shed some light on things while we're in games. We're holding everyone to the same standard in practice. Upholding that standard is one of my biggest jobs. When your team captain is able to hold himself to a high standard, it requires everyone else on the team to do so, which creates the winning culture and a large reason this Navy team is able to win so many games. I do not think there's another player and unit in this country I'll be rooting for as much as Honaker in the midshipman offensive line this season. Not only is it a unit who plays the game the right way and risks their lives for our freedom when they hang up the cleats, but tragically, back in February, they lost senior guard David Forney due to cardiac arrest. Honaker talks about his struggles with this and how his teammates' passing really affected him. But he talks about how his ultimate goal this year is to honor him and keep his memory alive. Billy Honaker majors in general engineering, and after graduation, he aims to be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Marine Corps. We're wishing Billy the best of luck tonight as Navy plays BYU on ESPN. I'll be watching number 71 all night long.